Want to boost your small business? Here's what you need to know to increase your sales by 200% in just 30 days using the Purple Cow principle. In a crowded marketplace, being good is not enough. You need to be remarkable. You need to be a purple cow. Think about it. If you were driving down the road and saw a field of ordinary brown cows, you wouldn't bat an eye. But what if you saw a purple cow? You'd stop, wouldn't you? You'd be curious. That's the power of being remarkable. The same principle applies to your small business. To stand out from the competition, you need to be different. You need to offer something unique and memorable. You need to give people a reason to choose you over everyone else. This is the essence of branding. It's about creating an identity that is both distinctive and desirable. But how do you do that? How do you transform your business into a purple cow? It starts with understanding your audience. What are their needs and wants? What are their pain points? Once you understand your audience, you can start to develop a brand that resonates with them on a deeper level. This isn't about being all things to all people. It's about being the perfect thing to the right people. It's about finding your niche and owning it. It's about being so good at what you do that people can't help but tell their friends about you. That's how you build a brand that lasts. Embrace your weirdness. What makes your business unique? What are you passionate about? Don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. Embrace the things that make you different and use them to your advantage. In a world of bland, generic brands, your weirdness is your superpower. Think about some of the most successful brands in the world. They're all a little bit weird, aren't they? Apple, Google, Tesla, they all have a unique personality that sets them apart. They're not afraid to be different, and that's what makes them so appealing. Don't try to be something you're not. Authenticity is key. People can spot a fake from a mile away. Be true to yourself and your brand, and the right people will find you. Remember, you're not trying to appeal to everyone. You're trying to appeal to the people who will love you for who you are. So don't be afraid to be different. Be bold, be daring, be remarkable, embrace your weirdness and let it shine through in everything you do. That's how you create a brand that people will remember. Moving on, it's important to tell your story your way. Every business has a story to tell. What's yours? Your story is what connects you with your audience on an emotional level. It's what makes you relatable and memorable. It's what sets you apart from the competition. So, how do you tell your story? Start by identifying your brand's core values. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? Your core values should be reflected in everything you do, from the products you sell to the way you interact with your customers. Once you have a strong understanding of your core values, you can start to craft a story that brings them to life. Don't be afraid to be personal. Share your struggles and triumphs. Let people see the human side of your business. People connect with people, not with faceless corporations. When you share your story, you're inviting people to connect with you on a deeper level. You're building trust and loyalty. Use a variety of channels to tell your story. Share it on your website, on social media, in your marketing materials. Get creative. There are endless ways to tell your story. The most important thing is to be authentic and engaging. Finally, we craft a visual identity that pops. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Your visual identity is just as important as your brand story. It's the first thing people see, and it can make or break their first impression of your business. Your visual identity includes your logo, your colors, your fonts, and your overall aesthetic. Your logo is the face of your brand. It's the visual representation of everything you stand for. So it's important to get it right. Your logo should be simple, memorable, and scalable. It should work well in both digital and print formats. If you're not a designer, don't try to design your own logo. Hire a professional. Your colors evoke emotions and associations. Choose colors that reflect your brand personality and appeal to your target audience. For example, blue is often associated with trust and reliability, while green is associated with growth and nature. Consider the psychology of color when making your choices. Your fonts should be legible and reflect your brand personality. Choose fonts that are appropriate for your industry and target audience. For example, a law firm might choose a more traditional serif font, while a tech startup might choose a more modern sans serif font. Content is king. In today's digital age, it's more important than ever to create high-quality content that engages your target audience. Content marketing is a strategic marketing approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience, and ultimately to drive profitable customer action. What kind of content should you create? Well, that depends on your audience and your business goals. But some popular content formats include blog posts, articles, infographics, videos, and social media posts. The key is to create content that is informative, engaging, and shareable. Think about what your audience wants to know. What problems are they facing? What solutions can you provide? Once you understand your audience's needs, you can start to create content that is both valuable and relevant to them. Don't forget to promote your content, share it on social media, email it to your subscribers, and submit it to relevant online directories. The more people who see your content, the more likely you are to generate leads and sales. Building a brand is not a one-way street. It's about creating a community around your business. It's about engaging with your audience and building relationships that last. Social media is a powerful tool for engaging with your audience. Use social media to start conversations, answer questions, and get feedback. Be present and responsive. Show your audience that you're listening and that you care. Respond to comments and messages promptly. Show your audience that you're paying attention and that you value their input. Don't be afraid to show your personality. People buy from people, not from faceless corporations. Let your guard down and be yourself. People will appreciate your authenticity. Host contests and giveaways. Everyone loves free stuff. Contests and giveaways are a great way to generate excitement and engagement around your brand. Remember, engagement is a two-way street. Don't just talk at your audience, listen to them too. Ask for their feedback and use it to improve your products, services, and overall brand experience. Don't be afraid to experiment. The world of branding is constantly evolving. What worked yesterday might not work today. That's why it's important to be willing to experiment and try new things. Don't be afraid to think outside the box and come up with creative and innovative ways to market your business. Try new marketing channels. There are always new marketing channels popping up. Don't be afraid to experiment with different channels to see what works best for your business. A/B test your marketing campaigns. A/B testing is a great way to see what resonates with your audience. Try different headlines, images, and calls to action to see what gets the best results. Get feedback from your customers. Your customers are your best source of information. Ask them what they like and don't like about your brand. Use their feedback to make improvements and better meet their needs. The more you experiment, the more you'll learn about what works and what doesn't. And the more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to create a brand that truly stands out from the competition. So, go out there and experiment. You never know what you might discover. Measure your success and adapt. How do you know if your branding efforts are paying off? You need to measure your results, track your website traffic, social media engagement, and sales. See what's working and what's not. Use this information to adjust your strategy as needed. There are a number of tools you can use to track your progress. Google Analytics is a great free tool that can track your website traffic. You can also use social media analytics to track your engagement on platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Set realistic goals and track your progress over time. Don't expect to see results overnight. Branding takes time and effort, but if you're consistent and you're paying attention to your results, you will see success. Don't be afraid to make changes along the way. The world of business is constantly changing, so your branding strategy needs to be adaptable. Be willing to pivot and make changes as needed to stay ahead of the curve. Building a brand takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful brand. Building a brand takes time, effort, and consistency. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Just keep at it. Be patient and persistent. The more effort you put in, the better the results you'll see. Focus on building relationships, not just making sales. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. So focus on building relationships with your customers. Get to know them, understand their needs, and provide them with value. Stay true to your brand. Your brand is your promise to your customers. It's what they can expect from you every time they interact with your business. So it's important to stay true to your brand values and messaging. Consistency is key. The more consistent you are with your branding, the stronger your brand will become. To sum it all up, guys, you need to figure out how to unleash your inner purple cow. In a world of ordinary, be extraordinary. Stand out from the crowd. Be remarkable. Be a purple cow. It's time to unleash your inner purple cow and create a brand that is as unique and special as your business. Go forth and be remarkable. Remember, branding is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, but it's a process that is essential for any small business that wants to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. That's all for today, my loves. Subscribe for more business content and comment down below any business topics you would like me to talk about. Until next time, keep pushing forward. And remember, your uniqueness is your strength.